Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuning in this evening, a very good evening and welcome to the Waltham Chase Virtual Pub. This evening is quiz number 17. As usual, kicking off at 8 p.m. So it's good evening to all of the family. Hello, hope you're all well. And Susan, thanks for the chockies. No problem at all. You were the winner, so you are the rightful owner of the chockies. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, if you are just tuning in, a very, very warm welcome. It is week 17 here at the Waltham Chase Virtual Pub for Virtual Pub Quiz number 17. Good evening, hope you're all well. Obviously, if you are tuning in, you're more than welcome to post a little message in the chat box. I can read and see all messages. So do say hello, let me know you're all okay and you're all here. And we should be kicking off in around about 23 minutes time. First of all, obviously, if you are tuning in, a very good evening to you and welcome to Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz number 17. I hope you're all well. Obviously, as usual, we will be kicking off at 8 o'clock in around about 18 minutes' time. If you are tuning in, you're more than welcome to say hello in the YouTube chat box. And also, you're more than welcome to press that little thumbs up button that you see below the video. Just saying that you're enjoying yourselves, having fun, and are ready for this evening's Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz. And to the Tizard family, good evening to you. Hope you are all well. And a good evening to the lights. Hope you're all well. Nice to have you here. So yeah, if this is your first time joining us, first of all, a very warm welcome to you. Second of all, how the virtual pub quiz works. Number one is there are 50 questions. 40 of them I read to you live and 10 of them are picture based. Number two is we will start at 8 PM sharp. Number three is that you mark your own answers and you don't cheat, please. No cheating, no Googling, no Yahooing, lycosing, whatever you want to call it. And then you post your results in the YouTube chat when I ask you to do so at the end of each round. I will tell you when to post the results, so please don't post them early. If this is also your first time tuning in, you're more than welcome to say hello in the little chat box on YouTube. Say hello, let me know that you're here, and I will respond accordingly. Anyway, this week's Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz, number 17, kicks off in about 15 minutes. So once again, if you're just tuning in, a very, very good evening to you. This week's Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz will kick off in around about 12 to 13 minutes time. If you are joining us, very good evening to you. The rules are up on the screen if it's your first time here. I will go through them all for you shortly. However, fairly self-explanatory from what you see on the screen. Obviously, if you are just tuning in, first of all, good evening. Second of all, pop a little comment in the chat box. Let me know that you're here and you're all well. And third, the little thumbs up button below the video that you're watching. Press that for me. Just give it a little click. Let me know that you're all happy, ready to start tonight's pub quiz number 17. And a good evening to the Chesters. Hope my emails received you well. I'm glad they found you well, Mark. Hopefully you passed it on for me. I do apologise, it was a weird way of doing it, but I thought it would be the easiest just to make sure that the prize gets to the appropriate owner as efficiently as possible. Obviously, if you are just tuning in this evening, a very good evening to you. Just under 10 minutes until we kick off this week's Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz. For those joining us for the first time, first of all, a very warm welcome to you. Second of all, you're more than welcome to say hello in the YouTube chat box. Let me know that you're here and you are well. And third of all, you'll see the rules up on the screen. We have 50 questions this evening. 40 of them I will read to you live and 10 of them are picture-based. We kick off at 8 PM sharp and you mark your own answers. And please don't cheat. You may then post the results in the YouTube chat when prompted at the end of each round, and we get to see who is this week's quiz winner. Obviously, we will be having our giveaway as usual, so make sure you stick around and are active during the interval. Potentially win yourself a nice box of chockies. I did mention last week about a special guest. Unfortunately, that isn't practical for this week and the nature of the quiz. So we're going to aim for hopefully next week, if not the week after. So do apologise to disappoint on that one, but it is going to happen, so don't worry. I've got an action-packed quiz lined up for you anyhow. So yeah, we'll be kicking off in around about 8 minutes time. So, for those of you just joining us this evening, first of all, a very warm welcome. Welcome to the Waltham Chase Virtual Pub and to Virtual Pub Quiz number 17. I know, 17 weeks running. So, this evening's quiz, 50 questions, 40 of them I read to you live, 10 of them are picture-based. We're going to be kicking off in around about 7 minutes' time. If it's your first time here, then that's the rules for you. And if it is your first time here, say hello in the chat box. And if it's not your first time here, say hello in the chat box. Say hello to everyone, let us all know you're here, you're all well, you're all safe, and you are ready for this week's Virtual Pub Quiz. Julian, you missed the last couple of weeks because of stuff. But you're back for the fun tonight. Welcome back. And to the Curtis family, good evening to you as well. Hope you're well. And to the Ford family, very good evening. Hope you're all well. Nice to have you here. And Charlotte and Abby, very good evening to you. Hope you're both well. Nice to have you here. So yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you are just tuning in, a very good evening to you. A round about 3 minutes until we kick off this week's Waltham Chase virtual pub quiz. If it is your first time tuning in, then you're more than welcome. How this week's quiz is going to work, very simple. 50 questions, 40 of them I read to you live. 10 of them are picture based, and we are going to be kicking off in 3 minutes. If it's your first time here, or you're a repeating offender as it were, do say hello in the YouTube chat box, and don't forget to hit that little like button underneath the video you're watching. Just let me know that you're all happy and ready for this week's virtual pub quiz number 17. And the Watsons are here. Very good evening to you. Hope you're all well. And the Tudballs are here. Very good evening to you. Yeah, Julian, what have you done with them? Where are they? Where are they? They've got like a minute and a half. Because that's when we're going to start this week, is like a minute and a half. Oh, he's going to be playing solo. Ooh, oh, suits you, sir. Fast show reference for anyone that enjoyed that show. Mr. Paul Whitehouse. What a great show that was. Some of us do every night. Oh, I know. The Baileys are here. Right, okay, now I can cue the joke. No, wrong joke. I'll have to find that one later. That's better. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready. Oh, and good evening to the Troughtons, by the way. This week's picture round is famous monuments or landmarks. So famous monuments or landmarks. I'm going to show you 10 of them. 1 point for each. I will give you until 8:10. If you would like to see them. There you go. There are 10 famous buildings or landmarks or monuments. I need you to name them. If you need them any bigger, if you go on to the video, there will be a maximise button in the corner. I'll show you roughly what it looks like. This little button here, that puts the video full screen and you get to see them in a larger size. Okay, so if you do need that facility, please do utilize it. But I need you to name these 10 famous monuments or landmarks. And so I now can't do the joke, so I'm going to have to just close that. Yes, 10 famous buildings, monuments or landmarks. You have until 8:10. Tell me all of them. See you soon. So, yes indeed, I'm going to give you another 2 or 3 minutes on this now. I need you to name these famous monuments or landmarks. I need the names of them, please. Give you a couple more minutes. Yes, Jeremy. Hopefully that should be better for you. And obviously I will ask everyone in the chat as well, if I'm too loud, too quiet, distorted, please just let me know in the chat so I can modify the settings, because they are done on the fly and I have to mess around with this setup a few times a week, so it can sometimes go a little bit unnoticed. So if you could let me know that everything's okay, that's excellent. I'm going to give you another 60 seconds and we'll kick off this week's Virtual Pub Quiz. Am I live at the Rising Sun as much as I'd love to have? No. Not yet. Maybe soon. You never know. Right then, in which case, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time to commence this week's Virtual Pub Quiz. If you are ready to commence with the questions, all you need to do is pop in the chat box that you are ready. And let's kick off with quiz number 17. And yes, Sue, watch this space. I was hoping to have a guest this week, but it's probably going to be next week now. But yeah, no, things are always ever changing. Lovely, seems like everyone is ready. So this week we have 3 rounds. 3 rounds. So round number 1, we've got food and drink. Round number 2 is all about numbers. And round number 3 is general knowledge. So the first 10 questions are food and drink. The second 10 questions are numbers. The third set and fourth set of questions are general knowledge. So 3 rounds. Here we go. Question number 1. How many spice options are there at Nando's? So if you were to go to a Nando's restaurant, how many spice options are there? I'm going to pop that one straight up on the help sheet. so you can see what I mean. But how many spice options are there at Nando's? That's question number 1. Question number 2. And I know I've got some people in the chat that should get this right. Question number 2. Which soft drink is commonly associated with Scotland? So which soft drink is commonly associated with Scotland? That's question number 2. Question number 3 is the throwback question. In other words, I've asked you this question before. Can you remember the answer? To the nearest 10, according to the McDonald's official website, how many calories are there in a regular Big Mac? So to the nearest 10, so 10 either way, according to the McDonald's official website, how many calories are there in a regular Big Mac? 10 either way. So yeah, do remember I've asked you that question before. And speaking of 4, question number 4. What are the 2 main ingredients of a... Hello there, sorry, I do apologise about that. Very small technical glitch. Let me repeat question number 4 for you. What are the 2 main ingredients in a dark and stormy cocktail? Question number 4 was, what are the 2 main ingredients in a dark and stormy cocktail? Do apologise, we had a brief internet issues there, but they appear to be solved. So question number 5, name the 2019 winner of the Great British Bake Off. What hasn't? Of the Great Yeah, sorry, just having a fight with my internet here. Do apologise. Anyway, question number 6. Gouda is a popular cheese originating from which country? So question number 6. Gouda is a popular cheese originating from which country? Question number 6. Question number 7. Which southern Italian city is usually credited as the birthplace of the pizza? So which southern Italian city is usually credited as the birthplace of the pizza? Question number 8. A screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice, and which spirit? So a screwdriver cocktail is orange juice, ice, and which spirit? Question number 9. What number is found in reference to their varieties on Heinz products? So question number 9. What number is found in reference to their varieties on Heinz products? Because beans means Heinz. And question number 10, your last one on food and drink. Pret a Manger is a popular sandwich chain in the UK. What does the French name mean in English? Pret a Manger is a popular sandwich chain in the UK. But what does the French name mean in English? That's your final one on food and drink. Question number 10. I ran bars in Tenerife for 4 years. Cocktails and beans were all I knew. In which case, you're doing pretty well so far, Julie. Anyway, question number 11. So, questions number 11 to 20 are all about numbers. Wow. Most of them are about numbers. You'll see what I mean. Question number 11. How many notes are there in a musical scale? So in a musical scale, How many notes are there? Also, when I say numbers, I'm joking. Only about 5 of these questions are about numbers. I couldn't write 10 questions about numbers. That would be unfair. Because question number 12, what temperature centigrade does water boil at? So question number 12, what temperature centigrade does water boil at? But all joking aside, most of these are about numbers. Question number 13. What company is also the name of one of the longest rivers in the world? Question number 13. What company is also the name of one of the longest rivers in the world? Question number 14. How many millilitres are there in a centilitre? So how many millilitres are there in a centilitre? That's question number 14. Julian, let me very simply repeat the question. What temperature centigrade does water boil at? Normal water. No ifs and buts, just normal, plain, old, bottled tap, bath tap, shower tap, whatever tap you use. Question number 15, a little bit of a curveball question. What is the tallest mountain in the world? So question number 15, what is the tallest mountain in the world? Told you it was all about numbers, because this is the highest in metres. Question number 16. Speaking of metres, how many centimetres are there in a metre? So how many centimetres are there in a metre? Question number 17. What language is spoken in Norway? I know, get your number crunching head on for that one. What language is spoken in Norway? You can tell I ran out of number questions at this point. No, I didn't, because here comes question number 18. In terms of numbers, what is the busiest airport in Britain called? So in terms of numbers, what is the busiest airport in Britain called? Question number 18. And if you want clutching at straws, here comes question number 19. Because who is next in line in the British throne after Queen Elizabeth II? See, second, 2 is a number. Who is next in line to the British throne after Queen Elizabeth II? Question number 19. And then question number 20, what number is a baker's dozen? Question number 20, what number is a baker's dozen? Right, well, I've brung you in nice and easy this week. The next 20 aren't as easy. Let me give you that clue. But for now, do you want any questions 1 to 20 repeated? Pop them in the chat. Any questions number 1 to number 20 repeated, pop them in the chat. Speak now or forever hold your peace. And we got a request for question number 4. Question number 4, yeah, that was the one where my internet cut out. I do apologise. Question number 4, what are the 2 main ingredients of a dark and stormy cocktail? So in the cocktail, dark and stormy, what are the 2 main ingredients? Yeah, so I believe this one will cover off for you as well. Question number 4 was, what are the 2 main ingredients of a dark and stormy cocktail? Ah, Sue, it's good so far. You may not like me after the next 20 questions. Because the next 20 are not so easy. Not so easy. Nowhere near as easy. They're quite horrible. They're much harder. Anyway, any more 1 to 20 repeated, or are we going to take a 5-minute interval? And I'll put your pictures back up on the screen. Lovely. In which case, I will see you all in 5 minutes. Sorry, Sue, I will just clarify and repeat the question once again. Question number 4. What are the 2 main ingredients in a dark and stormy cocktail? So question number 4 was, what are the 2 main ingredients in a dark and stormy cocktail? That was question number 4. That was the one where my internet was having issues, so I do apologise if it cut out. Right, you've still got a couple of minutes to go. I just know there's a few new comments, so forgive me, let me see what I've missed. Julian, hands up anyone that has no work tomorrow and is a bit tipsy for the quiz. It's a pub quiz. You're not supposed to have a couple of drinks during a pub quiz. Oh, and the jesters are agreeing. And the Fords are laughing. I'm not sure whether they're because they're joining in with that. Jury's out on that one. Anyway, you got about another 2 minutes and we'll start going through the first round of answers. Mark, don't worry, the giveaway's happening. Just not yet, but soon. It's happening soon. Don't post giveaway yet, because I need to start the comment record. So please don't start posting it yet. Although, I have now started the comment recording software. So if you would like to take part in this week's giveaway and potentially win yourself a nice little box of chockies delivered to your doorstep, type in the word giveaway in the chat box now. Type the word giveaway in the chat box. I am going to give you the next 2.5 minutes to do so. So at 20:44, the giveaway will begin. So I do. That's me. It's a box of chocolates. Ain't breaking the bank. Anyway, type in the word giveaway. Let's give away a box of chockies. One and a half minutes to type in the word giveaway. And the great thing is you can type it as many times as you want. You still only get one entry. You can type it 30 times if you want. All that's going to happen is that I time you out and then you don't get entered at all. Right, let's do what we always do. Bring it up over here. Bring up our random number generator. And you have 60 more seconds to join in. And type in the word giveaway. And let's go participants, because that should be good enough. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 for the giveaway this evening. We've got 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. And no more entries. Cool, so I've got all your names there. Just to double clarify, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Generator number, ba-dum-ba-bum, number 17. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Tizzards. It's always the blimmin' tizzards. Right, well, Tizzers, you're getting a prize, but I want somebody else who hasn't had one before to get one. So I'm doing a double. Let's generate another result. Number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There you go, Mr. Paul Weller. Drop me an email, WCPUBQUIZ@outlook.com, and you'll receive your prize. But you also won a prize in week number 10. Oh, so we got 2 former winners on the panel. Oh, well, we got some lucky people. Well, there you go. Tizzards and Mr. Paul Weller, you both got yourself a box of chocolates. Paul, please drop me an email just to make sure you are the same one, but I'm sure you're the one that won something on week 10. But yeah, so this week is a double giveaway. 2 boxes of chockies given out. Anyway, if you're ready for the first round of answers, please do post in the chat that you are ready. Don't forget, same time next week for the giveaway. During the interval, we'll give away some more chockies. So if you haven't won this week, do not feel disheartened. We'll do some more giveaways next week. And I will be back with you in 1 minute. Right then, seems like everyone's ready. Let's go through some answers. Not on the pitch questions. So, question number 1. How many spice options are there at Nando? There are 6 spice options at Nando's. There is plain-ish, passion fruit and mango, lemon and herb, medium, hot and extra hot. The answer you needed to give was 6. But that was the 6 flavours. The soft drink commonly associated with Iron Brew. 10 either side. How many average calories in the Big Mac? And this is a difficult one. If you got it right though, well done. It's 563. 563. A dark and stormy is dark rum and ginger beer. Great British Bake Off was David Atherton. David Atherton. Gruyere was from the Netherlands. Pizza is from Naples. A screwdriver's spirit is vodka. How many Heinz varieties are there? Well, there are 57. And a pret-a-manger is, of course, ready to eat. Ready to eat. Number 11, how many notes are there in a musical scale? There are 7 notes. There are not 8 because one of them is repeated. So it's 7 notes in a musical scale. What temperature centigrade does water boil at? 100 degrees centigrade. What company is the name of one of the longest rivers in the world? Amazon. How many millilitres in a centilitre? 100. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Mount Everest. How many centimetres in a metre? Did you get the theme? 100. What language is spoken in Norway? Well, that's of course Norwegian. In numbers, what is the busiest airport in Britain called? That is London Heathrow. Next in line to the British throne is Prince Charles. And a baker's dozen is 13. Yeah, Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese. Sorry, I said it quite incorrectly. I rolled incorrectly. It's Gouda cheese is from the Netherlands. Anyway, that is your answers from number 1 to 20. Do post your results in the YouTube chat. Let's see how well you've done so far. And yet, Paul Weller, same person. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations, you'll get your prize. Thank you. Uh, 18 and 19 again, yes. 18 was London Heathrow, and 19 was Prince Charles. Right, let's have a look at some of the scores we've got coming in. So we got the Chesters on 14, the Troughtons on 18, the Tizzers on 16, Charlotte and Abbott on 14, the Curtises on 17, Jones is on 14, the Gibbards on 17, the Lights on 17, Julian Solomon Tipsy is on 18, the Watsons are on 18, and the Forwards are on 18. Oh, it's all about to change. Let's crack on. Type the word ready. Let's get cracking with round 2. General knowledge to the max. And the tub balls were number 17. Oh, and John Bailey's ruined the joke for me. Tug balls have raised a very, very important point, and if someone else has raised it, apologies. I think I wrote down the question wrong. There is actually 10 millilitres in a centilitre. The question was supposed to be hundredth of a litre, which is 10 mils. And I've got the question mixed up. If you wrote down 10 mil, I'll accept it. If you wrote down 10 mil, I'll accept it. Add a point to the score at the end. Sorry. My mistake. Sorry, my mistake. Question was written incorrectly. Anyway, right, let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. Let's not hold back. Question number 21. Which is the only country that have taken part in every football World Cup finals? So, which is the only country that have taken part in every football World Cup finals? Question number 21. Yeah, sorry, I did write down that question wrong. So if you have got it right, just add a point to your score at your end. If you wrote down 10 or 100 for centilitre, I'll accept it now because the question was incorrect. As long as you got 10 or 100 as a point, that's fine. Because some of you got it correct and some of you got what it was supposed to be. Question number 2. Since 1987, which tennis Grand Slam tournament has become the 4th and final in the tennis calendar? So since 1987, which tennis Grand Slam tournament has become the 4th and final in the tennis calendar? Get a help sheet ready. Question number 23. Sharon Osbourne, wife of ageing rocker Ozzy, was a judge on which TV music programme? So Sharon Osbourne, wife of ageing rocker Ozzy, was a judge on which TV music programme? Question number 24. The cochlear, malleus and vestibular nerve belong to which organ in the body? Ooh, I've written that incorrectly as well. The cochlear, malleus and vestibular are nerves to which organ in the body? God, how did I write that so wrong? There we go. The cochlear, malleus and vestibular nerve are belonging to which organ in the body? That's better. Actually make it grammatical English and then we can pronounce it correctly. It's always better when it's live. There's always mistakes when it's live. Anything that's pre-recorded, you know there was a mistake. At least when it's live, things go wrong. Question number 25. Dr. John J.D. Dorian and Christopher Turk are two very important characters from which American TV comedy series, which follows the lives of employees at the fictional Sacred Heart Teaching Hospital? Let me put that one up on the screen for you. Dr. John J.D. Dorian and Christopher Turk are two important characters from which American TV comedy series, which follows the lives of employees at the fictional Sacred Heart Teaching Hospital? If it's not live, it's not funny, Sue. You've got to make mistakes when you're live. No one is perfect. Question number 26. By what name is singer Ellie Jackson also known? So question number 26. By what name is singer Ellie Jackson also known? Question number 27. Which British Prime Minister was born at Blenheim Palace in November 1874? So which British Prime Minister was born at Blenheim Palace in November 1874? Question number 28. How many UK #1 singles has Bob Dylan had? I don't need you to name them, I just need the number. Question number 28. How many UK #1 singles has Bob Dylan had? Question number 29. The IIHF is the world governing body for which sport game? So the IIHF is the world governing body for which sport game? Question number 30. Which US-born aviator created the first solo transatlantic flight in 1927? So question number 10. Which US-born aviator created the first solo transatlantic flight in 1927? Question number 31. In US schools, it's known as recess. But what's it known as in the UK? In US schools, it's known as recess. But what's it known as in the UK? Question number 32. The Blackburn Hawks are a team that compete in which sport game? So the Blackburn Hawks are a team that compete in which sport game? Question number 33. Who wrote the famous novel The Spy Who Came in from the Cold? Question number 33. Who wrote the famous novel The Spy Who Came In From the Cold? Question number 34. Which iconic London building sits on the top of Ludgate Hill, the highest point in the city? Question number 34. Which iconic London building sits on the top of Ludgate Hill, the highest point in the city? Question number 35. Ernest Hemingway wrote about Robert Jordan, an American fighting with the International Brigade in the Spanish Civil War. Name the famous novel. So Ernest Hemingway wrote about Robert Jordan, an American fighting with the International Brigade in the Spanish Civil War. Name the famous novel. Question number 36. Mickey Mouse made his first appearance in which decade? Was it the 1910s, the 1920s, or the 1930s? So Mickey Mouse made his first appearance in which decade? Was it the 1910s, the 1920s, or the 1930s? Question number 37. Which has the greater population? Is it either Ethiopia or Pakistan? So which country has the greater population? Is it either Ethiopia or Pakistan? It's question number 37. And now we're going to go for our famous three. It's the return. Let me make them a little bit bigger so they're actually readable. Would be nice. And make them a readable font as well. So in the famous three, I'm going to give you 3 questions. I need you to give me the correct answer for each of them. there is 1 point for each correct answer. If you get all 3 correct, you get a bonus 2 points. If you get one of the famous 3 wrong, you get no points for the famous 3. Simple enough. So 5 points if you get all 3. If you answer 2 of them and get 2 correct, you get 2 points. Answer 1 and get 1 correct, it's 1 point. Answer 3 of them and get 1 wrong, no points. So the famous 3. Question 38. Complete the political list. Thomas, Wetherell, Boothroyd, Martin, who? Thomas, Wetherell, Boothroyd, Martin, who? Question number 39. Planned and begun in 1850 by King Maximilian II of Bavaria, Maximilianstrasse is a famous shopping district in which German city? And question number 40. Which town of Spain has beaches in both the Mediterranean and the Atlantic? Would anybody like any other than the ones listed on screen repeated from 21 to 40? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Any questions between 21 and 40 that are not listed on screen? So once again, the rules of the famous 3 is it's 1 point for each, a bonus 2 points if you get all 3 correct. Get 1 wrong, you don't get a point for any of the 3. So it's go big or go home, work from home. You're probably already home. 26 again, yes, of course. 26 is by what name is singer Ellie Jackson also known? So by what name is singer Ellie Jackson also known? Question number 32. The Blackburn Hawks are a team that compete in which sport game? So the Blackburn Hawks are a team that compete in which sport game? And just before we take our little 5-minute interval, while you're all looking through and making sure you've got the answers correct. Obviously, if you are watching on YouTube, you will probably see a little screen like this. You'll see the live chat and you'll see the video. If you're enjoying what you're seeing and you're having fun, this little thumbs up button down here, please just click on it for me and say you're really enjoying it and you're having fun. If you're not enjoying it, you can click the other one. But if you're not enjoying it, why are you here? You don't need to be here. Anyway, question number 22 for the doubles. Question number 22 was, since 1987, which tennis Grand Slam tournament has become the 4th and final in the tennis calendar? So since 1987, which tennis Grand Slam tournament has become the 4th and final in the tennis calendar? Oh, blimey, the Chesters are ready to go already. They're very confident. But we are going to have a 5-minute interval, because, forgive me, I do need to run to the bathroom. And if, obviously, you guys need to refill your drinks, grab some bar snacks or do whatever you need to do. Grab some refreshment, why not? We're going to be back at 9:20. And we'll go through some answers. Do apologies, we had a little bit of brief internet issues there again. Curtis would like number 34. Number 34, which iconic London building sits on the top of Ludgate Hill, the highest point in the city? I'm going to give you 60 more seconds and then it's time for some answers. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, if we are all ready to go through this week's answers, but also, more importantly, a little bit of very important news, please post ready in the chat. So if you'd like to know this week's answers and a little bit of important news, please post ready in the chat. In which case, ladies and gentlemen, let's first of all go through some news. So I have been running this virtual pub quiz for 17 long weeks. The same amount of time we've been pretty much in lockdown. And they are all there for you to see. You can go back and see all of the fun we've had so far. And even where I've decided to play a little bit of music and get YouTube police angry at me. But we've had some fun along the way and a lot of people have liked it. You've hit the little thumbs up button, so thank you. As of week 20 will be the final concurrent week that I will guarantee. However, this YouTube channel will not stop. It will be used in future for when I start doing pub quizzes live again. So you won't have the same one-on-one experience with me sat in a workshop with a microphone in front of me doing a personal quiz to you, but you will still have a pub quiz. To what extent yet, I don't know, and I can't answer that question yet. But please be known, the Waltham Chase Virtual Pub will not die, and the Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz will live on. It will just live on in a different way from that point. As for the next few weeks, we will continue as normal. But obviously a lot of people are doing other things at the moment, and obviously I have personal commitments and so forth, and sometimes things become impossible. So the quiz will live on. It may change day. It may not change day. It may change time. It may not even change time. It may be the same old thing, just you seeing me on the end of a camera from some local pub. I don't know. I can't answer the questions. But yet, I'll be able to answer them shortly. And by shortly, I mean maybe 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe tomorrow. But you'll have answers, and the Waltham Chase Virtual Pub Quiz won't die on my watch. Can we still play the quiz naked after week 20? You're going to have to watch that back, Julian. YouTube replay is a thing. You can watch the quizzes back if you really want to and do that sort of thing. Also, if I do it live at a pub, please don't turn up naked because they might be a bit angry about that. Even if you've got a face covering. Even if you've got a face covering. I'm sure if the rest of you isn't covered, some people are probably going to be a little bit angry about that. But yeah, so we are going to follow it through to week number 20. And week number 20 is, of course, going to have an amazing giveaway. And then we'll see what happens from there. Other than that, you're all ready for some answers. So let's give you some answers. Question number 21. The only country that has taken part in every World Cup final is Brazil. Which tennis Grand Slam tournament has become the fourth and final? The US Open. Sharon Osbourne was on the X Factor. Cochlear malleus and vestibular nerves are the ear. 25, JD and Turk. Of course it's Scrubs. Who doesn't remember Scrubs? With Elliot, who was played by, I think, Sarah Chalk, if I remember correctly. And number 26 was LaRue. Yeah, Ellie Jackson is LaRue. Number 27 is Sir Winston Churchill. He was born at Blenheim Palace. That's a horrible question. I know a lot of people won't like that. How many UK number one singles did Bob Dylan have? None. Absolutely none. The IAHF is the world governing body for ice hockey. The International Ice Hockey Foundation. Question number 30 was Charles Lindbergh. The Americans call it recess. The UK people, us English, us Scottish, us Welsh, us Irish, call it playtime. Number 12, guess the theme, because that's also ice hockey. Question number 33 was John Le Carre. Question number 34 was St Paul's Cathedral. Question number 35, the famous novel, also a Metallica song, was called For Whom the Bell Tolls. Mickey Mouse made his first appearance in the 1920s. The greater population is Pakistan. So the political list: Thomas Wetherell Boothroyd Martin, Bercow, as in John Bercow, Speaker of the House of Commons. Did anyone figure it out? Yeah, John Bercow, Speaker of the House of Commons. Yeah, now you'll get it. Question number 39. The German city was Munich. And the town of Spain that has beaches in both the Mediterranean and the Atlantic was Tarifa. So let's have a look at some monuments, buildings, and landmarks. Number 1 was, of course, the Great Wall of China. Number 2 was Machu Picchu. Number 3 was Alhambra. Number 4 was Petra. Number 5 was Aachen Cathedral. A-A-C-H-E-N. Aachen Cathedral. Number 6 was Acropolis. Number 7 was quite an easy one. That was Notre Dame. Number 8 was very easy. Sydney Opera House. Number 9, you should know it. It's Winston Churchill's birthplace. That's Blenheim Palace. Did you guess the theme? And number 10 is the Independence Hall. So, in which case, give me your final scores for quiz number 17. Let's see who takes this week's title. Please repeat 36. Uh, 36 was the 1920s. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36. Yeah, Mickey Mouse made his first appearance in the 1920s. Sorry, my internet is so in and out, I possibly didn't notice a drop. So, 36. Oh, 37. Yeah, we definitely had an internet drop. Brilliant. Oh no, now we're posting scores. Right. So we got the Baileys in with 27. Can I please repeat question number 21? The only country that have taken part in every World Cup finals is Brazil. Football World Cup finals is Brazil. So we got the Baileys in with 27 straight away. What other scores are we having this evening? And ironically, this is the 1 week where I have a tiebreaker lined up. Ironically. So let's have a look what we got. We got 27, 39, 33, 24, 25, 34, 35, 29, 35, 39. Oh, no, that's the same person. Same person, 39. 38 for the Watsons. 32. Anybody match 39 or higher? Or lower, it doesn't matter, just post your score. It's the internet, no one knows who you are. $36. Let's pop it up on screen. There we go. So, looks like 39 is going to be 36, 36, 36, 36. Oh, we could do a tiebreaker for second place. There's no fun for second place. Second place is a nice place for everyone to join themselves. All the facts unite. 40, Julian. You sure? What kind of smiley face is that? Do we believe him? Julian, if you got 40, well done, sir. Well done indeed. Any more for any more? You pickled, but you counted 3 times. Did you count 13 3 times and on the 3rd time counted 14? I don't know. I don't know how good your maths are when you're pickled. Anyway, well, we can only assume, going via what we've seen, that Julian has nailed it out the park with 40. And then we got the Troutons with 39, and then we got 36s coming on strong. And then we got a couple of 35s and a 34. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, quiz number 17. Quiz number 17 next week is quiz number 18. Hopefully I'm going to have what I plan this week happen next week. But plans always change. Thank you very much indeed for joining me, as always, and joining everyone in the village. We're going to have some more fun next week. Obviously, the announcement that I've made this evening. You know I'm here for at least the next few weeks, as per normal. And then things may just change a little bit. But it won't change for the worse. It will change for the better. It will change for the better, I can promise you. Bigger and better things always happen. Always remember that. Anyway, right, time to say goodbye to the Morgans. See you later. Mum, I'll see you in about 3 minutes. Charlotte and Abby, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Take care. Team JLSH this week, take care. You didn't allow me to make the joke because there wasn't a V in it, do. Gibbons, take care. And the Curtises, see you later. The Tubbles, thank you very much indeed for joining us. And the Moore family as well. And John, Mr. Light, thank you very much indeed. Yes, Sue, very well put. Good night, village. Sleep well. I will see you next week for quiz number 18. Tune in. Well done. Take care.